I said we're living and breathing in this frustration. To lift our hands with our hearts, and fix these problems. To push on out, to push on out, to push on out this oppression. Well, I said wake up and rise. Well, I said wake up and rise for yourself and your people, for yourself now and our baby in real life. Never doubt your own movement or volition. We got to clean our minds, our minds.
You are listening to CKMS 102.7 FM Radio. Hook ya! And that was Wake Up and Rise by Diggin' Roots. We are Two White Feather and Lord Gentle Eagle. And this is the Red Road Journey, where we aim to amplify indigenous voices to heal ourselves, all our relations, our communities, and our planet. And we cannot forget our mascot Cedar is here today too. We are broadcasting you from the traditional territories of the neutral, Anishinaabe, Yit, and Haudenosaunee peoples. Today on the Red Road Journey, we are going to share with you a bit about the powwow ceremony. 'Tis the season for many First Nations folks have been on the powwow train since spring has sprung. It has been said that First Nations culture is a living, breathing entity and tapestry of tradition and values passed on from generation to generation. And a powwow is a traditional that celebrates the love of family and community, all through a feast of all the senses, delighting those who attendance with colorful regalia, vibrations from the heartbeat of Mother Earth and the drum, voices echoing and the phases of Creator for all the good work that has been done, and displays of gifts and abilities all around the sacred circle. Hook ya! While a powwow is including drumming, singing, dancing, food, and crafting, it is important to remember that each gathering is unique as the First Nations that host them all. And with me saying, hook ya! You'll hear that a lot. A lot of powwows. At every powwow you'll hear that when there's something amazing that had happened or just something. Let's do it one more time. Hook ya! Let's pass it on to Lord Gentle Eagle.
Just in case you didn't know what that meant, because he sure uses it a lot on this program. But yeah, it's all about that celebration. Some say that powwow is the English version of, and I'll spell it, PAU-WAU, which represented a healing ceremony conducted by the spiritual leaders. The ceremony then shifted into a celebration following a successful hunt, or to prepare for battle and then to honor a victorious war party. And today, there are powwows devoted to cultural preservation and keeping the stories alive. And there are also some that are dedicated to competition. It truly is a blessing to be a part of the powwow, as it was once banned under the Indian Act, unless, of course, it was sanctioned by the government for things like parades. And that was done. The ban was in place until 1951, so not all that long ago, really.
Yeah, and that's crazy. And but we all stayed strong together, and with our allies like Gentle Eagle by our side, we keep on fighting for our rights and for that celebration that we always need. And we celebrate every day, as is every day we should, right? Be thankful. So that leads into our next one. We are thankful to have our next guest interview Kelly Welch, sharing her living experiences with giving birth to her gifts and abilities. Before we introduce you to her, we are going to play a song to show her respect for the contribution for her show and to our lives from our first meeting of the healing of the 7 generations to the present day. So this song we have dedicated to Kelly Welch and she's been such an amazing person that we keep learning off her. So here it is.
So that goes out to Kelly Welch, our guest interview today, and that was Honor Song by Jeremy Dutcher.
So here's Kelly Welch's interview. So here it is. So thank you for coming on the Red Road Journey show today. Can you introduce yourself to the listeners?
For sure. Well, my name is Kelly Welch. I can share with you my introduction as I've been taught. So, ani masko magase kwendishne khas dijak donam. Flying post don't brunish now baby washagan oshandao. So I shared with you my spirit name, my Anishinaabe name, my clan, where I'm from. I'm a member of Flying Post First Nation, which is Treaty 9. It's 100 kilometers west of Timmins on the Groundhog River. The ancestry is mixed. I'm Anishinaabe and Irish, British, and German. So that's me.
Thank you, Kelly. That's amazing. I did not know that you were mixed ancestry, so thank you. Can you summarize your journey on the Red Road this far?
So Red Road for me started back in 2017. I was struggling with addictions, and I'd come out of incarceration and was looking for different things, and through those ways I got connected to my culture, and I was connected to different programs. And then through that journey I was, I wanted to see what other people were doing, living on this good life, this red road that I would hear about. And I'd hear about different healing lodges. I would spend a lot of time at Healing of Seven Generations in Kitchener. That was a big part of my journey in the beginning, and they would send people to healing lodges, and I would hear about this, so I asked to go. And so on that journey in 2018, I had the privilege of going to a community in Muncie and participating in some healing lodges there. And that's where I first got connected really to who I am as a person, and it made a difference for me in wanting to stay clean. So, I've been clean since September 1st, 2018. It's coming on 6 years shortly. And, that journey, what keeps me going is this red road, is finding that place through healing, through sweat lodges. I'm a sun dancer. I do different traveling to different places to go to ceremonies, and I also love to powwow.
Oh, right on. Wow, that's amazing.
And that is our next question around the powwow. Seeing as we're in powwow season right now and they're popping up everywhere, can you tell our listeners, some who may be unfamiliar, what is a powwow in your understanding? And can you share a little bit about a memorable one that you attended?
Thank you. I can share from my own experience. And the things that I do share are things that I've either seen on my own experience, I've heard, and then I'm always in a process of learning, as with everyone else. And my understanding of the powwow is a time of gathering together, is a time of trading, a time of exchange. It's also a time of maybe matchmaking, those where you could find people from different communities. So it was a time that was really looked forward to. I think of myself, I look forward to powwow, and I would think of those times to gather together. And that's the kind of spirit of when I go to powwow is looking for, is finding other people to trade, whether it's items, knowledge, experiences, a dance, a song, to meet new people, and going on that powwow journey has really opened those ways up for me.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. So that sort of leads us into our very next question, is how is singing and drumming healing for you and for your community and your First Nations in general?
So, singing and drumming, something I've been taught, is the fastest way to connect to your spirit is through the drum. Is to pick up that drum and And I guess I can just share from my own experience that it works.
Yeah,
You know,
for
when
sure.
I'm feeling down, when I don't know where to put certain emotions, I don't know what to do with them, I can pick my drum up and put that into that drum, and it takes it away. You know, it changes it, it transforms it. So that's, you know, what my understanding about that healing through song and stuff, that there's also, you know, that energy and those vibrations, and it can transform into something else.
Yeah.
You know, and we have, sorry, I was like going to go into a whole other thing, and I'm like, how long do I have for this? So you can cut this thought part out. It was also shared with me about that big drum, the powwow drum. I've had the privilege of traveling with a big drum and singing at some different powwows as a backup singer, and getting to witness the men at that drum and what the drum does for them in bringing their own sense of community together, and watching them, you know, they have their own, you know, sense of competition or trading, but they also bring together and share. When there's a good song, you know, you see them get into it and they share. And it was shared with me that, you know, before that those drums and those songs were used as ways for communicating. You know, sometimes our languages didn't always match, but when you know, go to different communities, and the men could use the drum as a way of communicating, of solving disputes, of bringing peace. You know, that's really what my understanding of that drum is to bring people together, to connect and to, you know, have love and peace through it. So when it starts that circle at that powwow, where you have that drum, and that the circle just keeps growing all around it. I love the drum.
Yeah, thank you. And I hope our listeners have a better understanding of powwow, and even when we do our drumming circles and stuff, that is the power behind the drum, right? For us. So
And,
thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, as a non-Indigenous person, you know, I remember, you know, going to, my first powwow, and it wasn't until I had gone a couple of times, but I know that part that you said about the energy and the vibration was really felt strongly throughout, like, every part of me. I am, you know, typically introverted and shy, and, you know, I don't like to dance or move very much or have attention focused on me, and it was hard for me to hold back when I, you know, witnessed and experienced all of that. Like, it was like I don't know, she all of a sudden, Mother Earth, you know, just came right through me, and I really felt the energies, and it was very, very healing and very transformative. So I resonate with what you said there for sure.
Yeah, so thank you for that. Now, this next question, I know that we saw you dance the one time, I believe that was last year, and I know that you don't really dance, but you are making a regalia, right, if I'm correct? So what type of regalia are you making, and can you tell us a little bit about how you felt when you danced last year?
Yeah, I guess I can just kind of, share this dancing journey, because, you know, I guess reclaiming my roots, you know, for me to feel proud, or that I belong, to go out and dance. That's you know, what holds me back really is being shy. You know, it might not seem that way, because, you know, my drum, I can be a little more extroverted with my singing and my drum, but I understand that shyness for me, like even in dancing, and, you know, kind of being seen. So, you know, but I get this push, and when you're there, I feel it in my feet. My feet can't stop moving, you know, and I want to dance. And over the last couple of years, I've come to some different understandings about, you know, some helpers that I have in my walk, and just some different things I've walked through. And one of those helpers keeps coming to me in a dream. And then through that, I've also seen a dress that represents that helper in this dream. So I've seen this dress for a little while, and part of that is knowing that I'm worthy enough, that I can put this together and make it, and that I have that ability to go and dance and celebrate.
Yeah.
And so I'm really happy to be at the place where I'm ready to put it together. That it's been a journey of, doing different bead work. So it'll be a jingle style dress. So it is a jingle style dress.
Nice.
And that's about, I'm not going to share exactly, about my dream and stuff now, because those things are personal. There's some stuff that, and I encourage everyone else to find their own personal, connections, because when they are, you hold them in your heart.
Yeah.
And they stay in it a certain way. So the reason I share those is because, everyone has that ability to connect with their own spirit and to have those experiences as well.
Yeah, thank you. And, we all deserve to be out on that powwow ground dancing, for those who cannot and for those who can't right now. And, that's how we express ourselves too, is through dancing, and through the different styles of dancing that we do. We express ourselves through that, through every step that we dance on that powwow ground, so, and, yeah.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say that I was under the impression that Kelly did dance and has been dancing for quite some time, and just learned today that that wasn't the case. But there's no surprise here on my end in terms of you being, or the jingle dress in particular, fitting in for you and all you have gone through. We know each other a little bit, but only a little bit. But I don't know. It's just the energy and the vibe that you give off. You are a healer in so many ways, and someone who walks their talk. And so, I'm excited to see more dancing from you. Yeah, because you already were. In my mind, you were already there.
And I guess maybe if I can share a little more, because it reminds me of those intertribals we had talked a little bit about before. But every intertribal that I can, I'm out there dancing. I'm out there. I want to feel my feet on the earth.
Yeah.
I want to feel those drums. I want to dance with all the other dancers.
Yeah.
So I have been dancing. And that's where I've found, that and it's a journey, right?
Yeah.
So each step, each step,
literally,
and it also feels good to dance with others. Like I really enjoy that.
Yeah, and I love when because I'm trying to make my own too, and that's my thing too. I'm shy, right? So sometimes when I do go out there and into trouble, like I can just feel the beat of the drum in the ground, and it pounces me to the next step. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how else to explain that. It's a beautiful thing, and it's like I'm connected with Mother Earth and her heartbeat at the same time, and we're dancing to that, right? So that's beautiful. What would you like to tell our listeners about any upcoming events in the community that you have coming up?
Sure, I can share a little bit. So I have ongoing circles at the Kitchener Public Library. So they go monthly. So there's a monthly circle at the Central branch. And then there's ones that have been going through various locations, just the library's been very supportive in bringing me in and having some sharing. So we do some sharing circles, we do some drumming, we have a smudge, we talk about reconciliation. It's open for everybody. So it's a good place, but, even just to connect as community. We're all looking for connections, I think. So it's, I like that. And then there's also the Elmira Elmira Festival. There's a cultural festival in Elmira coming up in September.
Okay.
And that's on September 21st. I don't have the exact details, so that's why, but I'll mention that.
Yep.
Because it's a multicultural festival, so there'll be different cultures there, and
Yeah.
I've been invited to come.
Oh, wow.
So I'm pretty excited. To Chair are going to be doing a drum circle there at 1 o'clock.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so look it up, check it out.
Yeah.
There'll be other people there too. So, but yeah, again, have a smudge, come on out and sing a song, and So those are just a couple things right now.
Yeah, thank you. And I gotta say, Kelly has the most beautiful.
So that was Kelly Welch. We were great. So the song that Kelly Welch had sang at the end of the interview did not pick up very well due to internet signal, which was, okay. She was up north and we were talking over Zoom. So unfortunately, we have a previous recording of Kelly Welch teaching us the Eagle Honor Song to prepare for an elder feast that we had coordinated for Truth and Reconciliation in that recent past. And a couple things was like that, like there's a couple times that we couldn't hear her, and some of the song was like that too. So maybe it was meant for us not to hear some of those things that she was trying to say and whatnot too. So, but Creator always has a plan for us. So here's the Eagle song here.
So, as Two White Feathers said, that was Kelly, and she also brought a friend along, Mike, that day. And I think there was about 3 of us as well that joined in on that circle so that we could learn how to do this Eagle Honors song in preparation for an elder feast that we again did on Truth and Reconciliation Day last year. And I just want to say it was like quite an experience because, again, we were blessed with hearing, Kelly's drumming, Mike's drumming as well. He plays the big powwow drum. But also like learning the language, with the words to the song. It was, and just the meaning behind it all. It was quite a time. So thank you for that. And I'm happy that we were able to play it for you. And you could all hear Kelly's amazing voice. So the drum, whether it's a small hand drum or a larger powwow drum, helps to bring the physical and mental back in touch with the spiritual parts of our being. It reestablishes balance for First Nations people and really all of us as human beings. So Two White Feather is going to play a song. It's called Rock Your World, and it's by Chubby Cree. And I'm not sure how old he is now, but he's a youth. And just hear the incredible power of this little guy's voice. It's amazing. And his drum, his hand drum. So here we go.
So yeah, here's Chubby Cree, Rock Your World, hook ya.
Standing by the doors, hit the floors. Young and okay, yes, I'm gonna rock your way. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, we up, hey, oh, we up, we up, we up, we up, hey, oh, we up, we are, yeah, oh, we are, hey, oh, hey. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Come on, everyone, get up in dance. Don't be shy tonight. We're standing by the doors, hit the floors. Young and okay, yes. I'm gonna rock your way. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey.
So that was Chubby Cree, Rock Your World. The next song, this is thrown out to my little big sister, Cheyenne Ritchie. She had picked this song last week, and we were cut short. And this is Hallucination Electric Powwow. So hook ya.
misery are born. Every morn and every night. Some are born to sweet delight. Some are born to sweet delight. Some are born to endless night. It's so strange that you don't remember any of your poetry. I don't know anything about poetry. Boy, you're so modest. Do you have tobacco?
We sure don't. Perhaps I could interest you in some beads. Or possibly a blanket.
Blanket.
So that was Electric Powwow by Halusha Nation.
And that was from their video. So if you were wondering about some of the speaking going on in the background, check out their video. It's kind of cute there. It's got some extra stuff in there. So the powwow begins with grand entry, and the master of ceremonies, or the MC, guides the event and will inform us all of the protocols that are in place. And to my non-Indigenous friends out there who are aiming to be allies, please listen to what you are being educated about. The protocols are in place for a reason. So, for instance, stand if you can, of course. When you are asked to stand, it's demonstrating respect. As well, if a feather or another item from a person's regalia happens to fall and land on the ground, do not pick it up and run away with it, of course. Just simply let the dancer know that something has fallen. Do not touch it. They will pick it up. Okay, and there's a whole bunch of other protocols in place. So just listen to the MC, listen and learn and be respectful. A prayer is done, and that is then a welcoming of the dancers, and the dancers are being drummed in by the host drum. So it's usually the veterans and elders that enter first, and then the head dancers, and then all other dancers. And as we heard from Kelly and Two White Feather, there are many different styles of dancing. Typically, for men, there's traditional, fancy, and grass. And for women, there is traditional, fancy, shawl, and jingle. And sometimes, even more recently, and I'm thankful to see this happening more and more, there's a switch dance for our two-spirited relatives that are introduced. So I'm just going to share a little bit about the different styles of dancing and some of the meanings behind them. So I mentioned for the women the jingle dress, and I know that Kelly also touched on this. It has deep cultural significance, particularly among the Ojibwe and the Cree and other indigenous folks around North America. And it features dancers wearing dresses adorned with metal cones that create a jingling sound as they move. And it represents healing. And I learned just the other day that, on a traditional jingle dress, there are 365 cones. So a jingle representing each day. Bringing us, good thoughts and those healing energies. There's also, for women, fancy shawl. And the fancy shawl, it reminds us of a butterfly and the movements. The butterfly-like movements symbolize transformation and freedom. And it's really about, preserving and expressing cultural heritage and fostering a sense of unity and pride among Indigenous folks. We have, of course, the traditional women's dance. And the steps that are done there are very, very small steps, very subtle, not a lot of steps are taken really, and it's all done in the dance circle. And the feet, it's important that they never completely leave the ground. And that again is about symbolizing something very sacred, and that's the connection of women to our Mother Earth. The fringe that you see on the regalia, the fringe on the sleeves must be kept in constant motion, sweeping in large arcs. And some traditions say that the slow style of dancing represents the long times that the women, the children, and elders would have to spend alone, right? Without the men who were away, whether it be for a hunt, war, or some other type of ceremony. And then we have men's traditional. And the movements in the men's traditional dance is often about, the hunting, right? Or again, the acts of bravery and courage that they show when they are or were off to war. Okay. We have the men's fancy dance. And it is a very energetic style of dance. And it was introduced as a response to cultural suppression. And so it celebrates resilience and vitality. And you'll notice that the regalia is very vibrant, and the footwork is pretty intricate. And it shows a lot of athleticism and cultural pride, of course. And we have the men's grass dance. And this dance, again, has a lot of flowing motion to it, and it mimics, the prairie grasses. You'll see the fringe on the regalia moving back and forth, kind of symbolizing that prairie grass blowing in the wind. And I think you had mentioned something to White Feather about the grass dancing as well, and the meaning and significance to that, because I think you had mentioned that you grass dance sometimes.
Yes, and when I first started grass dancing, or by my teacher, he's like, he was saying that think about patting down a trail for others to walk on while you're grass dancing, and you know, I don't know much meaning about that, but I'm still learning and whatnot, and I want to get back into it. So I'm still learning. So yeah. So it's a learning journey for me, and I'll know more about it sooner than later. I know that. So yeah. So our next.
So cool. Yeah, I knew that you had a bit to share about the grass dance, and that's the style that you gravitate towards. Last week, we were a craft vendor at a smoke dance competition held at the Woodland Cultural Center, which of course was formerly known as the Mohawk Residential School in Brantford. And we saw the smoke dance. So this is a Haudenosaunee style of dance in particular. And, you know, what I understand is that the smoke dance originated as a means of clearing smoke out of the longhouse. Right, so in Ojibwe tradition, we have the wigwam, right, as a type of lodge. For the Haudenosaunee, it's a longhouse. And and some also have said too that the smoke dance is a way of giving thanks, and sometimes takes us back to rain dances and about droughts, asking the Creator and the grandfather thunders to replenish the earth with the much needed rain. So yeah, all nations have intertribals, and you are encouraged to join the circle and dance for Creator, whatever that looks like, right? So we're gonna move on, and we're gonna play some more songs for you. And we have a new one that's come out by Thomas X, and this one is called Indigenous Hip Hop.
Let's go. From the east to the west to the north to the south, Anishinaabe, Ogeechee in the house. Grand entry time and we about to bring them out. Indigenous power, that's what it's all about. Not invincible cause we out loud now. Dancing through life in the powwow grounds. Let's go, you about to witness 500 years of resistance, this is it. See the instrumental be the ceremony. And my lyrics in the microphone, the medicine. This is for my warriors and my veterans. All the native babies wrapped up in Pendleton. Yeah, this the 7th generation. Every reservation, all across the nation. Just know what I spit's hot. I let the people know this is indigenous. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip. Indigenous hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip. Indigenous hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip. Indigenous hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. From the west to the north to the east to the south, Father's got him, Mother Earth. You can hear me singing loud, standing strong behind the vets who serve their country proud. Been walking to Juan Dakota, Kichita in the house, rocking my mocks to break. You know I'm rocking my locks, rocking the spot, two-stepping and I hop and I drop, draped and dripping in ribbons and beads as I pop and I lock. Steadily move my feet to the beat. This is indigenous hip hop. Tios Paeo, Nitiwan Waachia. Come in and dance for your clan and show them how you move. Next generation, here we stand and we got something to prove. In constant battle with the man, we have everything left to lose. So we're screaming, get back to land. We'll actively count cool. Racists wanna be a fan till they actually fight in the sue. Together we organize a plan, kicking the knowledge the elders do. Collabing with Thomas X, my mans represent Red Rap, that's the crew. Hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip. Indigenous hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip. Indigenous hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip. Indigenous hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip hop.
So that was Indigenous Hip Hop by Thomas X, and it's a new one out by him, and it was featuring Native Son and DJ AO. And again, check out the video. It's pretty cool. They've even got a break dancer in there combined with some of the powwow dance.
So yeah, so our next song is Northern Cree by Northern Cree, War Cry. So here it is, hook ya. So that was Northern Cree, War Cry. So our announcements are for today's our Mom Stop. Oh.
Yeah, so Mom Stop the Harm has an event going on in St. Mary's on August the 31st for International Overdose Awareness Day. There is a flag raising that begins at 9 a.m. at the Town Hall on 175 Queen Street East in St. Mary's. And there will be speakers from CMHA here on Perth. Perth County paramedics are going to be there speaking. And of course, there will be those sharing their lived and living experience from that branch of Mom Stop the Harm. So show your support. We were involved with the International Overdose Awareness Day event in Kitchener last week, and we are going to be attending the Cambridge event again this week. We actually met one of the moms that was involved with Mom Stop the Harm, and she's agreed to be part of next Sunday's radio show. So we're going to be learning a lot more about what they do and just how important this group is to all of us. Okay.
So for the National OD Day, I have a raffle going on. It's a bike tire dream catcher made out of a bike tire. And it's a bear medicine dream catcher. I got some bear fur on there. We were able to paint a bear with the medicines and whatnot. So we will post that up when we post the video up so that people can see the medicine bike tire medicine wheel. Tickets are $5 for one or $3 for 10. I'll be doing the draw in Cambridge at the next week, or this coming week, for the draw. So I would like to say Chimiguets for being with us today. we're going to sign off with the song from Kelly Welch to encourage her as she makes her way as a jingle dress dancer, sending out good thoughts and prayers for healing. So this is Big River Cree, and their song is called Jingle Dress Sidestab. So here it is.